The Lagos State Ministry of Education, through its Examinations Board, recently conducted a placement test for 8,700 primary school pupils seeking admission into the state's 15 junior model and upgraded secondary schools for the 2015-2016 academic session.
The exam we are writing today is called screening test. It is screening test because it is that exam that is used to place candidates or pupils into Lagos State model colleges and upgraded schools.
The exercise, which was monitored by the State's Commissioner for Education, Mrs. Olayinka Oladunjoye, had 18 candidates writing the newly introduced computer-based test, CBT.
This year, this session, we decided to go a step higher, to be on the same page with the world. So we have two versions this year. The old version, paper pencil testing, PPT, and then we added the computer-based testing, the CBT, that is using computer application to answer questions in an exam. The major advantage is, one, it is done on computer. Two, you have your result immediately. Once you complete your exam and you submit, you have your result spontaneously. It is another version of screening test. So the screening test now, other than having one version, has two versions.
Education Report on TV visited one of the centers where the examinations were conducted, and there the director, Lagos State Examinations Board, Mr. Femi Hassan, spoke on the reasons why the CBT was introduced.
It is not too early. The world is a global village. We are in a computer era. You won't believe it when you see the wizardry these children are displaying when it comes to these GSM phones and all the rest. Even on computer at home, you won't believe it. You'll be surprised, you'll be marveled. This is an era where the children are highly advanced technological wise. So ICT wise, the children are highly advanced. They have been really equipped for the task ahead.
The Commissioner for Education stated that the CBT was the way to go, and it is important for pupils to be computer literate.
Well, I think it's the way to go, because even if you recall, the last examination that JAB did was CBT based. So the earlier they learn how to do, it's an experiment. We're trying to see how it's going to work, because at the end of the day, whether we like it or not, we're going to go computer based testing. And that's why we thought at this stage, let's try and experiment and see. And you can see that they are coping very well. I'm quite pleased that about 18 of them are writing the CBT test. For me, I feel really highly elated and fulfilled, because that's what I've always wanted to happen.
Parents who spoke to Education Report on TV said they were satisfied with the conduct of the examination.
My son, Michael Mbanude, is one of the pupils that is taking the common entrance today. I was very happy for my son to be one of those that will pass out in Lagos State Model School. I want to thank the Lagos State government for how they are caring, their preparation, and how they modernize secondary school.
Oh, it's very fantastic. It's very okay. Everything is not that. So there's no problem. Everywhere is calm. The environment is okay. The children are in good condition. More grace to them, but they are really trying.
But mo dele bá àwọn òbí sọ ní pé ká jẹ́ ká máa ti àwọn ọmọ wa lẹ́yìn nípa ìwé wọn. Tọ́n bá délé nǹkan tọ́n bá kà ní school ká tún try láti béèrè lọ́wọ́ wọn pé báwo ni iṣẹ́ tó ṣe ní school, ṣé ó ti ṣe homework tán fún ẹ, try láti ṣe, ká má jẹ́ kó jẹ́ pé bóyá iṣẹ́ ilé nìkan la máa jẹ́ kán focus, ká jẹ́ kí ìwé wọn ká jẹ́ kó jẹ́ nǹkan kó mú wọn lọ́kùnkúndùn, kó eré má pọ̀ jù fún wọn.
We are heading towards a time whereby all our children will be exposed to computer. They will not have threats for it any longer. They will have a kind of convenience, and the teachers in the classroom too will be able to interact with the children with the system. We are now in a jet world. We are now in a computerized world. So the way the children are learning now is even easier for them to learn on computers than to learn on the teacher-board-student relationship. So, and the Lagos State government thus far had been sending in teachers on various ICTs programs to get them acquainted with the need of the society, of the children And since they are our future, we need to work hand in hand with them. And they demanded for it, they wanted it. So it's a pleasure having them doing it. So it's my belief that the children will come out successfully. And it's going to be a pride even to the states as a whole and to the nation in general.
Some of the candidates who sat for the CBT shared their experience.
The computer-based test was easy and not difficult. They should come and do the CBT test also.
Yes, I liked the exam. I feel better.
I enjoyed it and it was pleasant. I'll tell them to bring their children so that they can learn how to use the computer.
Lagos State is the first state in Nigeria that will embrace CBT. And we have done a pilot scheme. With the success recorded here, you saw the enthusiasm of these children. We have to move further. Now this one we are having is a pilot scheme. But we hope next year to move further. So next year it's not going to be restricted to a certain number of people alone. It will now be open to everybody.
Year in year we have more children. So it's for us as government to continue to plan ahead and ensure that the children sit more comfortably than they are sitting now. But we've taken that on board. We'd always continue to work on it. Year in year you learn from the past. It's getting better. We'll attain perfection in the shortest of time.
With the success recorded during the examination, the computer-based test has come to stay, and the state government is ready to accommodate the increasing number of candidates in future examinations.